That was insane. Insane. The entire Six Nations goes down to the final kick of the game. Thomas Ramos. Ice in his veins. Penalty. France win the Six Nations. You can't sack Steve when he puts 46 points on the French and almost upsets them away from home. Unbelievable game. The Six Nations this year just kept giving banger after banger after banger, amazing game after amazing game, not panning out the way it was expected or predicted to go. Unbelievable stuff. I haven't slept much. I slept about 30 minutes between this game and the previous one because I was out last night at a bachelor party. We didn't get back till 2 a.m. and the Ireland game started at 3. But I don't feel tired after watching this. Insane game. BLBRA gets 4 tries. The top try scorer for England is Ollie Chesham. They outscored France with tries, 7-6. Just the goal kicking was a bit better for the French. Goodness me. We'll go through some of the key events and the stats. You guys let us know your thoughts. Buy me a coffee down in the description. I need a coffee. Kit clash, kind of. Light blue up against white is not the... I'd rather France wearing this colour, but hey, it was a throwback jersey to mark the, what was it, 120 years or something? Nice jersey, France. It could clash a bit less if it was a darker colour, but hey, I think it's a one-off. It wasn't as bad. The wide shots were worse than everything else. I don't think it was not unwatchable. I've seen worse kit clashes than that one. I don't think it detracted from the game. England, very... I don't want to say ominous, but they were showing signs of life early that they were here to play. Atkinson went bloody close from an Elliot Daly grubber kick very, very early. We had knock-ons both ways. Kroos had a strip on one of the England players, and they looked to counter early, looked to put boot to ball, but Ramos's kick for BLBRA went out on the full. So neither side able to land a blow early, but the signs were there from both sides, but it did not take long. 6 or 7 minutes. BLBRA gets his first of 4 tries. And what did I just say about Ramos? It's a kick from Ramos. This one is a better weighted kick from Ramos. They attack from a line out. They shift it left through the hands. Ramos puts the boot through for BLBRA to chase. Murley can only get one hand on him. Try time. BLBRA's try scoring run is incredible. Incredible how many games in a row he's got tries in the Six Nations. 7 points to 0. But from France's exit kick, England just big carries back at France. And I love it. Last week was too much, from my point of view, here on my couch in New Zealand. Just too much high balls for Roebuck. England have got better players than just the high ball. There's a place for it for sure. Some teams are weak under the high ball. Kick them at New Zealand. We're terrible at catching high balls. But when you've got big ball carriers like England have got, why not use them? Test the French defence before opting for the boot. And they were doing it. You know, Finn Smith was carrying to the line. Etoje, Chesham. Eventually they put a dink through. It is for Roebuck. It's not a high ball, but he gets that one. And it is... No, it's not a dink through. It's a pass, isn't it? So many tries in this game, and I'm lacking sleep. 7 points to 5. Missed conversion, which, again, in the scheme of things is going to prove costly. But at the time, it was just a great strike back from England. And then it just went kind of nuts because... BLBRA got one. What is this? The try on the 7th, the 10th, and the 13th minute. It is bang, bang, bang. This is nuts. You guys are playing Super Rugby up there in France. Insane. BLBRA, it's a scrum in England's half. It's the hands. Jalibert this time with the dink, and it's 14-5. BLBRA on the kick chase is just unbelievable. England were carrying with intent to try and kind of push back, maybe get another try to keep the tit-for-tat going, but they went about 10 phases before giving away a penalty for obstruction. France went to the other end, did the same thing, so both sides a little bit of a let-off, but at least it gave a break from the relentless kind of try-scoring. And then on 18 minutes, England gave France a dose of their own medicine by scoring a kick from a grubber. Atisobe kind of fumbled the dink through. And, Murley was able to pounce on it for England's second try. So, another misconversion, but we're at 14-10. 14-10 is very much game on. The TMO did deny Jalibert a try because he kind of grounded the ball at the same time as Murley. but France had advantage anyway, so went back and opted for a 3-pointer. So 17-10, Ramos slots that one. It's a 7-point lead. Remember, France only need a win. They don't need a bonus point to beat Ireland. They just need to beat England. So 7-point lead is looking a bit more comfortable. But the scoring just goes on. England were not giving up, man. They replied with a try. First, it's a huge maul. Went like 20 meters. Am I exaggerating? That was a big old maul from England. Very impressive stuff from their forward pack. They got an advantage. They went for another maul. They got their backs in there for that second maul after they'd gone for touch. And then close range, Chesham gets his first at 2 tries. 17 points apiece. England are not going away. Maybe this is a side galvanizing around their coach, because they seem to be men with a point to prove in this game. Even if they did end up losing it, they can certainly hold their heads high in this one. 33 minutes, England push again as they get advantage. Scrum penalty, maul, they go right one phase, then back left, and Coles goes over. England are playing some lovely, lovely rugby. The ball even falls off the tee as Finn Smith's going to line up the conversion. He's got like 8 seconds left on the clock, picks up the ball, easy as you like, droppies it over. And it's at an angle as well. England are in front, 24 points to 17, and then extended to 27 points for England when they got another penalty. But they couldn't quite maintain that lead before halftime. They gave away an offside penalty, which was a bit silly. It's just a soft one to be given away. It gives France, it opens the door to them to come back in your half. And discipline's been an issue, you feel like, for Steve's boys. France not opting for the 3, which would have been pretty bankable one. They go for touch. They maul it. And then Genji, he collapsed it pretty badly. So he gets himself yellow carded. And it's a penalty try for France right on halftime. So we go into the sheds with a 3-point lead for England. Not many people were predicting that. Remember when I looked at the preview, I said most of the games for England-France are within a score. And this is another one of those ones. Barring that result at Twickenham a few years ago, which was a big result, most of the games are close. And this one felt like it. Possession was 50-50 at halftime. England had the territory, 59-41. They had the line breaks 4-3. The defenders beaten was edged with France 10-8, but it was a game. Very, very much a game. England not kicking that much. Only 11 kicks. So none of this, just up and unders, high balls for Roebuck. It was very pleasing on the eye for me, which was nice because I was tired. But I didn't feel it, as I said, watching this game. Second half, France get the forwards going. After England's exit, Guiar, he's got a couple of touches. He's come on. Miafu, then Tisogbe had a carry, and then it's beautiful stuff from the French, like in terms of their handling. Olivon, offload to Dupont to BLBRA. It's his hat trick of tries. Started the second half, 15v14, 31 points to 27, and it could have been a quick-fire double if not for Itoje, who somehow people are still criticizing for being quiet this tournament. Itoje wins a breakdown penalty to stop potential quick-fire double, like I mentioned. And England had mucked up the restart. Remember the guys in front of the kicker? Like, when you're having those pressure moments where the guys are making unforced errors, your captain stands up and wins a penalty like that. That's a kind of leading from the front moment. Although they did get the second, France, during the yellow card period, when again England conceding some penalties. Dupont with the quick tap and wide ball to Atisogbe 5 meters out before England's defensive line could really react. There were, again, more offloads and whatnot in the build-up from that for France, which was very easy on the eye. So 38-27. Feels like France could well run away with this, but again, and if there's a team fighting for their coach, it's this England side, because they were not done. Not done by any stretch of the imagination. Chesham, what a read. What a read to pinch Jalibert's pass. And the dude has got some wheels for a big lanky man. He goes over for an intercept try. So 38 points to 32, back to game on. And then, my goodness, 18 phases from England. Pepper, you had Earl. There were, was it Hayes as well in the carries? Bunch of their forwards, big build-up. And then finally the cutout pass to Marcus Smith. 38-39, England are back in front after just a few minutes ago seemingly being well on the back foot. Then BLBRA gets his fourth try, which I feel like if there's a controversial moment, it's probably this one. If I was English, I would not be happy with this try, because I thought England had advantage, like penalty advantage. And if you put in a rubbish little kick through that you don't regather, 100% of the time the ref blows it up and comes back for the penalty. Did the ref change his mind during the middle of it that there wasn't, was it for a deliberate knock-on? Did he decide halfway through it's not a deliberate knock-on? Once you've told them they've got penalty advantage, if they kick it away and nothing comes of it, if they don't get an advantage, you got to blow it up. But they don't blow it up. And from that Finn Smith dink, there's an England knock-on. As I said, they don't get anything from it. France hoof it long, and who's chasing it? Louis bloody Bielbiere. It's still a magnificent try, but I would just feel hard done by if I was English based on the advantage. I don't know that they got any advantage out of it. But yeah, 45-39. France are back in front. Then they concede a penalty at scrum. Then they concede a penalty at maul. And they get a yellow card warning the French. And England go for the joke of the man. Got to go for it. Bumba cops a yellow card for driving early. At line-out time, they maul again. They get stopped. Phases held up. When Cowan-Dickie's held up, I thought maybe that's it. But England just run it straight back at them from the dropout. And like Chandler Cunning himself. Geez, some big carries from that fella. I wish he'd played more games as Six Nations. Murley, Rod, Pollock, Itoje, and then Van Portfleet with the cutout pass to Freeman. 46-45. Not long to go. France are going to have to do something. They go through a ton of phases. They get advantage, and then they don't opt for... no, before they get advantage, England stripped them, but kind of fluffed the kick long. So let kind of France back into it. Then they get the advantage. There's two possible spots they can choose to kick from. One's for a deliberate knock-on, one's for a high tackle. Pretty long kick for the high tackle one. The deliberate knock-on one's a bit closer, but at a bit of an angle. They take a very, very, very long time to decide where to kick it from between the French, Itoje trying to speak to the ref about where the spot's being taken, and the TMO telling him where the spot is. It takes too long, but eventually they get it. And Ramos, all the pressure of the country, so many people watching him. Ireland fans looking on, praying he misses it. England fans wanting him to miss it, but geez, the guy is a cool customer. Slots that penalty, and he is the hero of the day for the French. What a game. Insane stuff. Absolutely insane. Possessions 50-50. Territories 57-43 to England. Run meters 419 to 322 to England. Clean breaks is 10-7 to France. Defenders beaten 24-19 to France. So it's a real mixed bag of a game. It's a proper close one. Individuals, Atisogbe had 4 clean breaks, 3 defenders beaten. So did Freeman. Cracking players. Flamont had like 13 tackles. Itoje had 14. Leading from the front again. But man, tries 7-6. But the team with 7 only has 63% goal kicking. And the team with 6 has a hundy. Cracking Six Nations. Congratulations, France. As I said, I don't think England are suddenly bad. I do think they played weird tactics in some of their other games, but they can play. They can really, really play. They were unlucky in this one, but hey, if you're going to kick 100%, like you're going to win more games. I support a team which lost the World Cup final by missing goal kicks. Sometimes it happens. So, hell of a game. Hell of a game. Congratulations, France. I need to go have a lie down because I am absolutely exhausted, but thrilled to have watched this Six Nations throughout and shared the whole competition with you guys. If you would care to subscribe, I would appreciate that. Drop a like, buy me coffee, buy rugby jerseys. There's a link down to the Six Nations official shop down in the description. It'll probably be going on discount after the comp, but who knows. Take care, folks. I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.